Hello, everybody. Last time we saw about how to design computers for deep space travel and other things. Okay, how basically you have to do what is called aviation management systems. Okay, sometimes it's called flight management systems and control management systems and things like that. Okay, so these are the kinds of things which you have to, which you'll be seeing this time. Okay, what is a flight control management system? You have some kind of graphical user interface in the sense you can just draw over it and find out whether you can control a particular aircraft. What do you do? Like if you're sending a person into a rocket, the first thing he has to do is he should be able to control the rocket. Okay, so the first thing is how to navigate through space. Okay, that is the kind of instructions. This is the basic about set of instructions that is given. Okay, so just like computers where you type in move file a to b or b to a, or rename a file, or like copy a file and things like that, those kind of so you give commands like cp a b. Okay, cpab means copy a into b. Okay, so that is the instruction set that is given over the computer. So the computer has got instruction set. Similarly, you have instruction sets for everything, most of the thing flight control management system. What are the basic commands of a flight control management system? Say if you want to stop a flight. Okay, so you say that stop location 300. Okay, stop location 300. So these are called directives. These are called directives because you have to do a navigation of the whole. Say you take an airplane or something like, you have to navigate the airplane. So for in order to navigate the airplane, there are certain control structures which is given. So on the computers, what you will see, these set of computer instructions. Now they are computer instructions are different from what is called a navigation system control structure. Okay, so there are special instruction set. Okay, so you have to develop first the instruction set. Okay, say you are taking a flight from point A to point B. So first thing is you have to give the locational identification. So you say set point A, set airport Madras, or airport London, or Switzerland. Okay, set airport London A, destination Switzerland, and things like that. Okay, so first thing is you write like that. Okay, so you give instructions like that to a flight system. Okay, then you have to say that take control on certain set of things. Okay, so that is kind of navigation pre-planning. That is called navigation pre-planning. So you say, okay, flight connecting point A, connecting point B, connecting point C, duration 500, duration 600. So these are all set of instructions for like how you normally relate to a flight controller. Okay, so you tell the flight controller, no, go this side, go there around 500 miles above the ground, or 5 miles above the ground, and then take a right, and then you make a left switch, and then go on that trajectory straight to Switzerland, and then you can land there. Okay, so those kind of instruction set. Okay, so people usually those kind of communication they do over the some kind of radio networks. Okay, these are called radio networks, and they have a different kinds of instructions going on, and for emergency everything. Okay, so they have different kinds of instructions for those things. So airline instructions you have to learn. For flight management you have a different kinds of instruction set. Then you have a boarding, you have different kinds of instruction set. Then you have if you want to do some other kinds of things like emergency landing, you have different kinds of instruction, like you have to switch on the emergency light and things like that. So those kind of things. And other than that you have other kinds of system like for safety management and things like that. Okay, so these are all instructions given to a particular rocket or something like that. Okay, what are the instructions given to a rocket? The first thing, the first few things is you have to switch on the engine. Okay, switch on the engine, then you have to fuel the engine. So that is the second instruction that is given. So once the second instruction is given, the robots or some kind of things, they fill in the fuel tank with fuel. Okay, so that is the kind of instructions that they give. So these instructions are clearly given as a specific kind of set of well defined kind of instructions. Okay, so these are all kind of instructions that is given to a. So if you are doing navigation yourself, then it is going to be a little bit different. But if you have to give a set of instructions for rockets to learn to land on some place. Okay, so for that you have to give the instruction set for the complete avionic systems. Similarly, you have to, for rocket science, you have to completely give the instructions for what kind of things, which rocket should be sent, and how much it should be fuel, and how much is this thing. Those kind of calculations, everything is done. Then after that, once the thing is ready, then you can do a lift off and other things. Okay, these are the kind of things. Usually flight, you can control the thing using your pad and other things, and like you can have a driver's seat and things like that, and you can do. But rockets is going to be very difficult. Okay, that is why we have predefined set of instructions. Okay, for lift off, for placing the thing, for going into the outer space, then for jettisoning the old tanks, and then taking out some of the thing, and latching and dislatching, mounting, dismounting, fueling. Then so they have set of instructions for these things. Okay, once you give these set of instructions to the computer, then it will do that particular performance. Using robots, they will fill all the they will do all the necessary things. Why they are using all these kinds of things? Because it is easier to automate those kind of things, or simple ones which are not very difficult, and they do precise calculation and other things. That is why they are given the thing. Okay, so usually all the other control commands are done using for avionics and other things. They do different kinds of commands and other things. Okay, and you will get a response for the command, and then you take the necessary action. So the control structure is there. Similarly, you have the same thing for a rocket. There you have a panel kind of thing. The panel will have, okay, if you want to take out the engine, if you are going in the rocket engine, and after 500 kilometers of fuel burning, you have to dismantle and start the second engine and things like that. Okay, and if you want to make a curve, you give the curve, what kind of curve, and if you want to emergency dislodging of everything and escape route, then that also has to be given. So those kind of are very specific instructions. Okay, if you go into airline industry, they'll tell you, okay, when a person stands in front of a aeroplane and gives the right hand signal, it means that you have to go to the right. When he gives the left hand signal, you have to take the left hand signal. When he says pulls out this, and then it means that it has got a. But there you're signaling things over the hand, or something, hand signal, or some other kind of voice signal, and you're doing that. Same thing for a rocket, you have to give different kinds of signals. Okay, signals in the sense, or not kind of signals, but they are control commands. Okay, they are control commands. Okay, so it is very difficult because it is going at extremely high speed, and for that to properly work, you have to get a set of computer instructions. Okay, properly. Okay, it is not computer instruction, it is kind of control instructions for the rocket. Okay, for right from the fueling, right from boarding, right from lift off, right from number of seconds it's going to burn the fuel before lift off. All these things will be given by the computer. So they have buttons for all those things, some kind of buttons or some kind of instruction set for those things, and these instructions will be coming next after next, and you have to just press those things. And once a set of instructions is completed, Then you give the next set of instructions. Say if you want to do a directional change, then immediately you give us different kind of. So these control commands, they got control commands. Then you have cockpit control commands, abbreviations and other things. Then after that you have different kinds of other things. Okay, the basic thing is control command. Then after that input kind of sensing command. Okay, sensing command. Then after that you have directional command. Then you have what are the other things, like if kind of any kind of emergency, then emergency commands and things like. So they produce a complete command list for all the things. These command lists are the basic things which control the robots within the rockets to do all the kind of work you have to do. So like fueling, dislodging, burning, and in-house, kind of assembling and other things. Okay, these are the kinds of things that the rocket does. Okay, when it goes into a international space station, so first when it reaches international, it has to go do docking. Docking is kind of special kind of instruction set that is given. Okay, because you cannot do there use a human to do all the docking stuff, because it's going to be very difficult, because you cannot you have to give a set of instructions set only to do all the docking there, because you cannot talk or speak or but so usually hand signals are used when you're outer space, but sometimes you have to use all the docking signals. Only then the latch will open, the latch will close, the aeration or the vacuum is created, and then you latch onto the thing, international space station, and then board the kind of international flight or whatever the thing. So this is the second kind of things which you have to develop for sending a rocket to moon or sending a rocket to other planets and other things. So you have to define all these things very clearly. The timing also has to be defined. Then you have to jot out the path also. Then you have to do the plus or minus, how much leverage you can take. Those kind of things are all given. Those are called command sets for the rocket flight, or command sets for the rocket flight, or it's a communication set for the rocket flight, or other kinds of signaling. Okay, those kinds of things are given. Okay, why these things are needed? Because in space you cannot do anything. Okay, so it's just totally empty, and you have to ground command will be the first thing that is called a ground command or a base command set of instructions. Okay, that is the kind of thing. Okay, so if you're landing something, and if you're dislodging something, and you're landing a particular satellite or something like that, if it is if it is supposed to take a particular orbit, you have to and it has to take a particular velocity and other things. Those kind of instruction set is what set the set velocity 500 means 500 kilometers per second is the velocity that will be set for that particular engine. Okay, so like that. Okay, so these are the instruction sets which on board you cannot do, so they give it to the computer, and onboard computers do all the other kinds of work, control structures, and kind of robots that do all the other kinds of fuel management, then um, kind of latching, dislodging, and things like that. Okay, so you have to define all the things, define all the instruction sets before you take off the rocket. Okay, that is the first level, and that has to be fed into the computer, and from the computer it goes to the robots which control all the different kinds of parameters for the rocket. Then finally you have navigational line or a chart, navigational line or a chart which is given to the rocket, and finally you show the destination point, the source point, and things like that, and what has to be done at what time, and things like that. So these are all instructions given to the computer, and based on the things given to the computer, it does all the calculations, and finally it gives it to the flight control or flight robots and other things, and then the robots do all the other kinds of work, and they return response back that I have reached, okay, 500, have you reached 300 meters altitude, then it says yes, I have reached 300 meter altitude. Okay, so that return commands are the ones which are going to be given once the next set of commands is going to be given. If there is any kind of problem, immediately they abort the things. Okay, and before these things are done, these things are all well tested before. So usually they test kind of thing on board locally and things like that. Okay, then finally they send it to the space, and other kinds of planets landing and touching gear and opening up the gears and other things and all those things. Okay, now if you want to go into the complete command of instruction set for the flight control, flight navigation, control commands and all these things, that is going to be a totally different kinds of subject. Okay, so you have to know all these things before you can do rocket technology. So avionics technology is pretty close to rocket technology. Okay, so in avionics they do all the things, like if you want to replace a part or something like that, then you give the computer replace A comma B. Okay, so immediately what will do, the robot will take that particular A part out, and then it will replace the part B inside. Okay, so this is the kind of thing. Okay, so like that they will give all the different kinds of instructions. So humans can do some of the things at base stations and things like that. Okay, but these things are all automated in the sense they are all because humans cannot go into space and immediately do all the repair work and other things. So these things are all inbuilt into the systems. So the computer set of instructions has a set of instructions. Over the computer set of instructions, you have all these kinds of instructions. Okay, control commands and other things. Okay, based on that, it does all the robo control, and the robot does all the remaining kind of work. So this is how usually flight management or flight control and flight navigation and other kinds of things are done. Okay, they have different sections for each of this management kind of control work, and they have different kinds of instructions for each of those. Okay, based on that, what are it is all well defined kind of instructions. Okay, suddenly you cannot change all these instructions. Sometimes you can do a navigational instructions, and you can give, okay, if you want the rocket to take a curve path, then immediately you give the curve path, and you can draw on the screen for the curve path, and it will take that particular curve. Okay, so like that. So these are all instruction set, and some are graphical user interface, and some are kind of instruction sets. Okay, so instruction sets are usually converted into graphical user interface sometimes, because they want to do kind of touch this, okay, go here from here. So they touch the source point, they touch the destination point, and it does all the things automatically. So that is the kind of things which is done for rockets and other things. Okay, so flight management system is a separate course. You can go look over that, what is the kind of flight management systems and how they do give the instructions for each one of the things, and what are the different kinds of instruction given, how to elevate about 500 meters, what kind of instruction is given, about 10,000 meters when the flight is flying, what kind of instruction is given, those kind of things. This is called flight management systems, and you can go learn all the things. Okay, this is just an introduction how to control manage a rocket or a launch of a rocket. Then you have a fueling of a rocket, how it is done, those kind of things, what kind of instructions is given to the computer to do all that is and a set of instructions for the humans also, what kind of things he has to do for safely returning and all those things. So I think that will do for kind of as a preliminary kind of thing towards rocket. We are not talking about rocket engine designs. We are talking about instruction sets for how to navigate a particular rocket and other things. Okay, how to control a rocket and things like that. So those things have to be given by instruction set or a graphical user interface kind of thing. Okay, so I think that will do for enough for today. Let's check some other time what are the things which you have to do. How to define all these rocket instructions. Okay, that will be a totally different kinds of things. Some of the things are not given here. What's just for the for a prelim kind of work. This is given just to make sure that you know how to navigate a rocket and things like that. Okay, so just like flight control management systems, the same thing is used for rockets also. Thank you so much. Bye now.